It's another very blue morning. We're going to go get some breakfast.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
It's really empty today. Just had breakfast here. And there's no one around. Even though it's a Saturday, which is when everyone comes to the beach, everyone seems to have not got the memo. Now, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but it's been 2.5 years, so it's probably worth repeating. The dive centre's on the top of the hill behind me, and that's where I've come so far, and I've got to get up. It's behind there, and I have counted before, and there's about 800 steps. That's not an exaggeration. It's about 870, I think. And it doesn't matter how ready you think you are, you're not ready. Crystal's gone back to our place, which is directly in the middle of the picture there, to sit by the pool. And right now I'm a little jealous. But once I'm swimming with the fishes, I'm sure it'll be worth it. Made it, mostly. That's the step bit now, just, well, that's the difficult bit. Now I've just got to go around the corner here and up the hill, which by comparison is easy. Saw a few of the little bits underwater. It was a bit murky today and there was quite a heavy swell, and I don't think I was quite on my game like I was when we were in Mauritius, but that's partly you have to concentrate more when there's a heavy swell and all that, and but it was very good. Still worth doing, even when it's slightly uncomfortable and a little bit scary. It's always worth doing. Right, that was very good. I'm going to do my plug as I always do. If you are in the Canaries and you're near Puerto Rico and you want to go diving, go to prdiving.com. They never pay me to say this, which is a bit of a shame for me, but they are excellent. So it used to be run, as I've probably said before, it used to be run by a couple called Nina and Kevin, and Kevin was Scottish and Nina was Scandinavian. I forget which bit, I think Danish. And they have literally retired last week. So it's now run by Holly and Mike. Holly's from Yorkshire and Mike is from Venice, which is a pretty excellent combination, to be honest. So yeah, as I said, prdiving.com. They're very friendly and very helpful, and it's excellent value, and diving is awesome, and you should try it if you get a chance. As always happens, like 5 days in, I've just acclimatised. The dive really helps. And of course now I don't want to go home, so that's good, because the water's amazing and the weather's amazing, and why would you want to do, you know, a real job for a living? I say a real job, I don't really do that. Why would you want to do a job for a living when you could be out here enjoying the sun, taking it easy, and overeating, which is what I've done basically the last 3 days. Yeah, I will. Reality has to bite at some point. Plus, you know, there's a lot of people I haven't actually seen since the wedding, and it might be nice to actually catch up with them. I'm getting evils from this cat, so I'm not quite sure whether he's one of them. Hey cat, what are you saying? What's going on? Oh right, just be like that then, fine. My question to you is that your card? No? Oh, damn. If it was, that'd be really impressive. I should have probably told you to think of a card first, but how about we do this again? Okay, think of a card and then rewind the video. Right off down to the beach. That beach right there. As you can see, lots of clouds again.
Busy.
And absolutely heaving is about 24 people. Just going for a little walk into town. We're going for dinner later, somewhere up there on the top road. Although we don't know exactly which hotel it's underneath. And all the noise you can hear is coming here from Angry Birds World. Good morning. I always like the view of the mountains in the morning, they're ever so clear. We've never actually been up to them. You can see there's not a lot of vegetation up there, and apparently it's quite cold, and we never bring the right clothes. And also, you have to drive. But other than that, they look amazing. So I'm going for my little walk to the shops, which I did yesterday morning as well, only without my phone. The problem is that when you're here, you're not super eager to grab your phone when you go and do stuff, because there's no need, really. So I do things and I think, oh, I didn't film that, it's a bit stupid. So here we are, me filming, me walking to the shops. Yesterday, we went out for a nice meal at Minanas. And it's because it was our 1 week wedding anniversary, and yes, that is a thing. So that was very nice. The Minanas is up this road to the right, actually. It's kind of nowhere, if you see what I mean. It's underneath a hotel, but it's not near any of the other restaurants, so it's just rather a strange location. So that was very nice, and then we went into town for a couple of drinks. And today we're going to go down to Amadores Beach, which is where I did my scuba diving, the very start of this week. And tomorrow's our last day, and we're going to go and do a bit of a day trip into the market. Then we might have the afternoon in the spa and take it very relaxing. But we don't technically leave until Wednesday afternoon, so we've still got the morning then. So there we go. You're caught up. That's what's happening. I.e. not a lot really, just enjoying the sunshine in different places. So that's the little supermarket, and it is quite little. But the most interesting thing about it is in the morning, the girl who works on the till there is called Ruth Falcon, which does sound like a superhero name, but to the best of my knowledge, she's not a superhero. Who knows? I mean, she's not on the afternoon, so it's possible that she has a second career. In the distance, you can see Tenerife. The whole island, pretty much. Usually you see the top of the mountain peeking out, but the rest of it's hidden. You can actually see most of it, which is quite surprising. Let's go for a little bit of a zoom. We're nearly there. You can see the harbour wall on this side of Amadores. You can see where it reaches round to the other side as well. And in the background there's a pirate boat and the ferry. The pirate boat is a party boat, as you might imagine. And the ferry's off to Mogan, so everyone can see the market. was just snorkeling moments ago was that opposite harbour wall, just in there, just on the inside of it, between the white rope and this end, where it's quite sheltered there. So the fish are hiding. And this is the whole of Amadora's beach, in all its enormous glory. And you can see all the way, you can see the rear up there, all the way back round. So that's Arginnigan in the very far distance, which is where we're going tomorrow. So, since I went out there to take a photo, you can see this weather's coming. It's quite wet, grey weather, and it's cleared most of the beach. Good smell of pizzas from up here. But yeah, there's a tiny few spots of rain and the beach just emptied. Everyone was like, no, we're done, bye. But I think it looks like it's heading down the coast sort of that way, in which case it'll be sort of sunny again in half an hour. This is the Bougainvillea explosion along the side path. We're now heading back now that the rain stopped where we are, at least. You can see it over there, still in the sky. And if you look back at the beach, it's kind of abandoned. And now some thunder. Keep hearing this thunder, but you can't see it. You can't see any lightning. Just see a little bit of drizzle. It's now raining properly. I think it's going to be very brief, but I'm hiding under an umbrella because it's quite wet. There you go. There's some grey wetness from above. It's been doing this now for nearly an hour. That's almost a record. But the plants will be happy. Although there was a bloke out this morning watering them all. But regardless. That's our view this evening, 11 o'clock. It's quite quiet. Even the city centre is kind of empty. And the beach is deserted as it has been since about 4 o'clock. Good morning. As you can see, it's early and literally nothing is open apart from the bank where we've just been. We're now on the prowl for some breakfast related things, as is this pigeon here. It's the player view in the morning. There's nobody here yet. There's nobody anywhere yet, actually, to be fair. The sun's finally made it out. And we're off on the boat to Arginnigan. Back on dry land, wandering against the stream of people, it seems, who've all just piled in to get on the boat. We're wandering down to one of the markets, just wandering the streets past the many fish shops and markets. I bought myself a t-shirt. It's all sorts of things that require haggling. And this is back to the harbour. You can see Tenerife in the distance, it's the mountain, and you can see in the nearer distance Anfi del Mar, and even you can see all the way around to Puerto Rico and Amadoras almost to the very far distance. There's a fisher boat right now. There's the fishermen. the calmness of Puerto Rico. So we're walking up the hill to try and go to the spa in the hotel, which is next to the restaurant that we were in a couple of nights ago. So that's efficiently roundabout way of saying going to a spa at the top of the hill. So because the spa is closed during the middle of the day, we've abandoned and we've come to do some mini golf. We're on the last hole. So as always, mini golf is much harder than you think it's going to be. There we go. We've just come out of bubbles. The sky is alight, is where we were. It's pink on every side. So for a country where there is no native owls, everything has an owl on it. So there's some owl bags. Oh look, some more owl bags. What have we got in here? Oh, a bag with owls on. There's some owls. Those are owls. Oh look, there's some blue owls, red owls, black owls. I don't know quite why they like owls so much. I'm trying to work out what to do with all the post-wedding decorations that are everywhere. Some in the arch over the kitchen, and then there's loads on the table. So it's the last day. We're getting on a plane this evening. We're getting picked up in a few hours. We thought we'd have a bit of beach time anyway. That is the fun park there, which I'm going to swim past and have a last little swim with some of the little barracuda and fish that are over there. Packed up and ready to go. Well, I don't know about ready, but we're going anyway. We're wandering around the airport because the flight's half an hour late and we're rather early, and as you can see it's busy down this end. This is the new bit which nobody's used. From one airport to another, here we are at the UK's most annoying airport feature, the Sky Bridge at Gatwick, which allows your plane... Jesus. Very unhelpful. The Sky Bridge, which allows your plane to be nowhere near the airport, and therefore when you come in late at night, allows you to be nowhere near the airport. And they blast you with stupid sound effects. Go away. I'm going to bed. Hello. Good afternoon. It's Thursday? Yes. And it's a bit cloudier than I've been used to. This is outrageous. Anyway, we're back obviously from Minimoon, or honeymoon part 1, however you want to describe it. Regardless, to say that means there is more to come. And I'm acclimatising. And I need some lunch to help me do that. Right then, going for a little walk I've just been over to Neil's office to pick up the footage for the wedding video, which I've got to at some point actually edit. So I've got all that, and we went to have a look at the space around the corner of Neil's new office, or what will be Neil's new office in August, which is very exciting. So despite getting up quite late today, because we got in quite late last night, I feel like I've actually achieved something. But the thing I'm going to achieve next is I'm going to go into queue. Don't laugh. And this is the first time I will have been back into the gardens since the wedding. So in fact, there's this weird sort of reset point in your life, sort of the week after you get married, where you do everything for the first time again as a married person. It makes no practical difference, obviously, but it's still like, it's still a first. That's what I'm saying, it still counts. So this will be quite strange. I haven't, again, it's been quite a big gap. It'll be 2 weeks on Sunday, and obviously we've been away, so I haven't been able to go back, but I'm quite looking forward to it, despite the fact it's a bit grey today, but it's still very warm. It's very green, it's very much like late spring. Nice time to be in the gardens. Well, this is weird. It's like every other time I've been here, except not quite. I'd say that over the last sort of year or so, every time I've come in, it's been like, oh, this is where I'm going to get married, this is where I'm going to get married, blah, blah, blah. Wedding, yada, yada, yada. And, you've been sort of building towards that. And now it's just back to being my gardens again. That's nice. Also happens to be the place I did get married. That's also very nice. But it feels somehow more relaxed. Anyway, they've finished the scaffolding for the pagoda, which looks ridiculous, but there we go. As long as the pagoda ends up looking awesome, who cares? 2 weeks is quite a long time in spring. Things change quite quickly in terms of, the leaves coming out, different trees being in bloom, the ducks having a rest. Pretty standard. Yeah, it evolves quite fast. Which flowers are out and what have you. It's quite interesting, so you can kind of come in almost every week, see there's some rhododendrons, and see the changes. And there's the bluebells are still out, which is nice. So yeah, it's nice to be back. Let's have a wander into the glade, see what's going on in here. Not the only person, clearly. Just looks amazing in here at this time of year. Got rhododendrons and bluebells, and everything's kind of maximum life. So I'm just coming around here. This is one of the first spots we came to have photos taken. In fact, we had some photos taken right there in the bluebells under that tree. Behind that robin, and we had some photos taken under this tree and some round here by the cottage, and then we did some just round the corner by the giant redwoods, which look, amazing, really amazing. It's incredible, these gardens as a backdrop. I mean, it's just like, yeah, there's nothing like it on earth really. Or at least you have to go to lots of different bits of the earth to get the same effect, whereas they're all together here. Of course, this being the southernmost end of the gardens, there's nobody here, there's never anybody here except for the weekends. They're all down by the glass houses. It's ever so nice. We even recreated, or kind of recreated, the first photo that it's taken of myself and Crystal on our second date here, where we're standing just in front of the camera here with the cottage behind us. So yeah, there's loads of photos. By the time this goes up, hopefully they will all be on the wedding website. Should you be interested, you might not be, and that's perfectly fine. But if you did come to the wedding, or if you're at all interested in what amazing nature photography looks like, ignoring the bride and groom to a certain extent, crystalandtobywedding.com. That information is up there, and it will be until that domain expires. I won't lie, I've gone a bit off piste, which is very unlike me. This path is used now and again for various activities, but most of the time it's out of bounds. This is one of the times it's out of bounds. But I'm taking a little bit of a risk because there's nobody about. And you can see it actually crosses the main path, so you can get back quite quickly. Bluebells in full effect. Check out all the nothing. And what an amazing afternoon it's turned into. There's no bastard here. Well, more for them. Right, enough of this dossing around in the springtime. Not actually getting anything done, except, you know, enjoying yourself. I need to go home and do something, actually do some work. Because it's like 6:15 in the evening. So you could say that I've left it a little late. But I would argue that that's my peak. That's my peak time after dinner. It's another confusing day weather-wise. Sort of 18 degrees and cloudy with a chance of rain. Who knows what's going on in this country weather-wise? Very odd. Anyway, it's Friday. It doesn't feel like Friday because every day's felt like Saturday for the last week and a half. So we have no food in the house at all. So I need to go and buy something so I don't starve. And then I go out a bit. Go and try and enjoy this confusing weather. Go for a little walk maybe. Try not to get rained on. Look, wisteria, isn't that nice? Anyway, it's Friday, as you might have guessed, being that yesterday was Thursday, which means it's the last day of the week / vlog, and I am currently wandering around, heading for a train station to go into Wimbledon to meet up with Crystal. That's the plan. I haven't done a lot today. I've done very little today, in fact, but it's been reasonably useful in terms of getting my affairs together in regard to doing a tax return, and quite relaxing. And then next week I need to hit the ground running and start doing some work so I can actually be paid this month. That would be a good idea, rather than just paying out, which is what we've done really up to this point.